Welcome to Supernova. This exciting video on highly acclaimed non-fiction books from different fields. If you're someone who loves reading and learning, then this video is definitely for you. We've scoured through the best non-fiction books in various fields, to bring you a curated list of some of the most fascinating and thought-provoking books out there. From inspiring memoirs to groundbreaking research studies, these books have been praised for their depth, insight, and contribution to our understanding of the world around us. So sit back, relax, and join us as we take a deep dive into the world of non-fiction books that will leave you with a wealth of knowledge and new perspectives on life. We don't have any particular opinion. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind is a book written by Yuval Noah Harari, published in 2014. The book provides a comprehensive overview of human history, from the emergence of Homo sapiens in Africa to the present day. Harari explores the key events and developments that have shaped human history, including the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution, and the rise of modern science and technology. He also delves into the social and cultural changes that have occurred throughout history, such as the development of religion, the formation of nation-states, and the impact of capitalism. The book argues that human history can be understood through the lens of three major revolutions: the cognitive revolution, which saw the emergence of language and abstract thinking; the agricultural revolution, which allowed humans to settle in one place and develop civilization; and the scientific revolution, which has transformed our understanding of the world and our place in it. Harari also explores the implications of these historical developments for the future of humanity, arguing that modern technology and globalization have created new challenges and opportunities for the human race. He suggests that the continued development of artificial intelligence and biotechnology could fundamentally alter the nature of human existence in the coming decades and centuries. Overall, through these mechanisms, our species has evolved socially, rather than biologically, into a species that's increasingly in control of our own destiny. This book considers not only how this evolution has occurred but questions of whether this progress has truly been beneficial and how we might, with our awareness of how we got here, decide where we want to go. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is a self-help book written by Stephen Covey. The book was published in 1989 and has sold more than 25 million copies worldwide. The book is divided into 4 parts: personal victory, public victory, renewal, and a final section on continuous improvement. Each of the 7 habits is explored in depth and is meant to help readers become more effective in their personal and professional lives. Part 1 focuses on personal victory, and the first habit is to be proactive. Covey argues that people have the ability to choose how they respond to different situations, and being proactive means taking responsibility for one's own life and actions. The second habit is to begin with the end in mind. Covey suggests that individuals should have a clear idea of what they want to achieve in their lives, and should work towards those goals. The third habit is to put first things first. This involves prioritizing tasks and focusing on the most important things first, rather than getting bogged down in less important tasks. Part 2 focuses on public victory, and the fourth habit is to think win-win. Covey emphasizes the importance of seeking mutually beneficial solutions in all relationships, rather than approaching interactions as a zero-sum game. The fifth habit is to seek first to understand, then to be understood. Covey suggests that individuals should listen empathetically to others before presenting their own ideas, and that doing so can lead to better communication and understanding. The sixth habit is to synergize. Covey defines synergy as the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and encourages individuals to work together to create something greater than what they could achieve alone. Part 3 focuses on renewal, and the seventh habit is to sharpen the saw. Covey argues that individuals should take time to renew and refresh themselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, in order to be more effective in all areas of life. Overall, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People provides practical and inspiring advice for individuals seeking to improve their personal and professional lives. Covey's insights have resonated with readers for decades, and his 7 habits have become a framework for personal development and success. The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander is a powerful book that examines the racial injustices inherent in the American criminal justice system. The book argues that the war on drugs has created a system of racial control that is similar to the Jim Crow laws of the past. Alexander traces the history of racism in America from slavery to the present day, showing how the criminal justice system has been used to maintain racial inequality at every stage. She argues that the war on drugs has been used as a pretext to disproportionately target and incarcerate black people, creating a new form of racial segregation that is just as damaging as the old Jim Crow laws. The book is based on extensive research and is filled with powerful examples of how the criminal justice system is used to perpetuate racial inequality. Alexander argues that the mass incarceration of black people is not simply a result of individual choices or actions, but rather a systemic problem that is deeply rooted in American history. One of the key arguments of the book is that the criminal justice system is designed to create a permanent underclass of people who are denied basic rights and opportunities. Alexander shows how this system works by examining the ways in which black people are targeted for drug crimes, prosecuted more harshly than white people, and denied opportunities for rehabilitation and re-entry into society. Overall, the new Jim Crow is a powerful indictment of the American criminal justice system and its role in perpetuating racial inequality. It is a must-read for anyone who is interested in understanding the ways in which race continues to shape American society. The Sixth Extinction, An Unnatural History by Elizabeth Colbert is a non-fiction book that explores the current mass extinction event happening on Earth, which is caused by human activity. The book is divided into 13 chapters, each examining different aspects of the sixth extinction. In the first chapter, Colbert introduces the concept of extinction and discusses the 5 previous mass extinctions that have occurred throughout Earth's history. She then argues that the current extinction event is the result of human activity, specifically through habitat destruction, climate change, and the introduction of invasive species. In the following chapters, Colbert examines various species and ecosystems that are at risk of extinction, including the golden frog in Panama, the coral reefs in the Great Barrier Reef, and the polar bears in the Arctic. She also discusses the role that humans have played in these extinctions, such as the overfishing of the oceans and the destruction of rainforests. Colbert also explores the scientific and ethical implications of the sixth extinction. She argues that humans have a moral responsibility to protect the environment and the species that inhabit it, and that failing to do so could have catastrophic consequences for our own survival. Throughout the book, Colbert uses vivid examples and compelling storytelling to illustrate the impact of the sixth extinction on the planet. She also interviews scientists and researchers who are working to understand and combat this event. In the final chapter, Colbert concludes that the sixth extinction is not inevitable, and that there is still time to take action to prevent further extinctions. However, she emphasizes that this will require a concerted effort from individuals, governments, and businesses to change their behavior and prioritize the environment. Overall, The Sixth Extinction is a sobering and thought-provoking book that offers a comprehensive look at the current mass extinction event and its implications for the planet. Guns, Germs, and Steel: The Fates of Human Societies is a non-fiction book by Jared Diamond that attempts to answer the question of why some societies have been more successful than others in terms of power and wealth. The book begins by examining the history of human evolution and the development of agriculture, arguing that the availability of certain plants and animals led to the rise of early civilizations in areas such as the Fertile Crescent, China, and Mesoamerica. Diamond then explores how the spread of agriculture and the domestication of animals allowed certain societies to develop technology, trade, and complex social structures, ultimately leading to the rise of powerful empires. The book also examines the role of geography in shaping human history, arguing that certain regions of the world had natural advantages that allowed them to become centers of innovation and trade. For example, Diamond argues that Europe's many navigable rivers and easy access to the sea gave it a major advantage over other regions when it came to exploration and the development of global trade networks. Throughout the book, Diamond also explores the impact of disease on human societies, arguing that certain populations were more vulnerable to epidemics due to their lack of exposure to certain pathogens. This, he argues, gave European colonizers an advantage over native populations in the Americas, where diseases such as smallpox and measles decimated local populations. In the final section of the book, Diamond examines the implications of his research for the modern world, arguing that the factors that led to the rise of powerful societies in the past continue to shape global politics and economics today. He argues that acknowledging these historical factors is important for understanding and addressing issues such as poverty, inequality, and political instability. Overall, Guns, Germs, and Steele provides a compelling account of the complex factors that have shaped human history, offering insights into why some societies have been more successful than others in achieving power and wealth. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more video like this. We will see you in next part.